I have been saying this for years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Lionheart and Fact News, and what I'm about to share with you as well is straight out of, communist China. The CCP, is that a Major League Baseball team? Is that an NBA team? Is that a train? Is that a star like Superman? No, it's the Chinese Communist Party. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they're back in the news. What's new? And guess what? I want to share with you a clip, and let's get into it right now with a defector from China that has that has said, it probably will be a lot of fake news here and conspiracy theories on this report, but that the Chinese Communist Party, he has defected and shared that the Communist Party intentionally unleashed this Wuhan so-called man-made virus, in Wuhan. And I want to share with you the video, and I'll go through it with you, and I've got a couple of videos to share with you, but here we go. In China's most famous defector to America raised the alarm about the coronavirus in 2019, okay? Look at this. This is the man. 6 weeks before China admitted there was an outbreak in Wuhan, Wei Jingsheng reveals in a new book what really happened in Wuhan, that when he first heard about a mysterious virus from high-level officials in Beijing, he alerted a US politician with links to the president and Chinese human rights activist Living Liu and US intelligence agency head. He said that he didn't seem as concerned as he was, and he was left worried that the West was not prepared for what was to come. Well, obviously. He spent 18 years in Chinese prisons for objecting to the communist regime. Well, many do. That was from the New York Post, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to share with you another bombshell piece of evidence that shows the Chinese Communist Party has been up to no good. Not only are they harvesting alive innocent people, the Uyghur Muslims, the House Christians, and the Falun Gong practitioners in China, but they have unleashed this, we can call it a bioweapon. Now, people will think, well, Mitch, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're a crazy man. But based on the intelligence reports and based on different witnesses, I'm not so far from the truth. Now here, listen to this, and I want to read this to you. It's about 55 seconds, but I want to play this with you. This is a man, deep inside the Chinese Communist Party, just like the gentleman that you just saw. After the US troops are vaccinated, he said, I tell you, the vaccination against the CCP virus will basically be near the end. Listen to this. When the US elite society is vaccinated, because of fear of death and lack of faith, and because these rogue, low-level politicians, opportunists, meant to evade responsibility, especially when the Wall Street Hollywood celebrities, the White House, and the troops are vaccinated. I can assure you there will be no vaccination issue. The people who are implementing the vaccination are soon to be finished. Those who are pushing the vaccination behind the scenes will likely have achieved their goals. Vaccination will no longer be pushed, and the antidote will be certainly offered. The antidote will pop up. What is the antidote for? It's not to heal the damage brought by the vaccines. It's to prevent you from transmitting the virus, instead of a remedy for the vaccines. Those who were vaccinated are sentenced to death. The antidote for the vaccines is still in the hands of the CCP, since the CCP wants you to die. How would they offer the antidote to you? Okay, brilliant. What a courageous individual to come out and talk about this when very few people are. I take my hat off to these individuals, especially Dr. Li Mingyan, which I'm going to have a report later about, who also defected as a virologist, whose husband works with the top CCP government virologist and government and the coronavirus experts at the World Health Organization. She's also come out and talked about how this is an unrestricted bioweapon. And she was on an interview with Tucker Carlson. The evidence is overwhelming, folks. And I want to share one more thing with you before we leave this broadcast about the forced organ harvesting slaughter and genocide in China against these innocent people that I've been following along with for a long time. I'm of the Jewish faith. I'm an investigative journalist. My family was wiped out in the Holocaust, and whatever was left moved to South Africa, and that's where I was born, and I became an American citizen. And now I'm exposing the truth because the truth matters. We are destroying all the fake news and all the lies and all the deception with fact news, ladies and gentlemen. So before we leave, I want to share with you something that is very dear to my heart and must be exposed, because to fail to support what is good and to fail to expose what is evil is unacceptable. Here we go. Listen, watch this.
Government began arresting and imprisoning hundreds of thousands of Falun Gong practitioners and shipped them to labor camps where
This is what's going on now in China. Now.
This was the scene in Tiananmen Square in 2001 as the Chinese government arrested hundreds of Falun Gong supporters.
Look at this. This has been exported into
After
Australia,
months of
folks.
independent investigation, the 7-person China Tribunal panel, which was initiated by the International Coalition to End Transplant Abuse in China, delivered its final findings in June.
I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just showing you that this is a mass murdering regime that sits on top of the United Nations, the World Health Organization, colluding with every entity in this world, is slaughtering hundreds and thousands of prisoners of conscience in their labor camps, detention centers, and state-mandated hospitals. And based on the evidence that you've received today exclusively on Fact News by Mitch Lionheart, there are whistleblowers, courageous, confirmed whistleblowers with evidence that is coming out now, and now has been brought and presented on mainstream media. Tim Pool, the famous podcaster, even did a segment on this. It cannot be denied. Steve Bannon on the War Room, they have NTD, Epoch Times. They're all, and Epoch Times is incredible. NTD, Epoch Times, look them up. They are incredible news editorial outlets that are exploding now because they're incredible in popularity, because they're so truthful and so alive and on point with the truth, exposing the Chinese Communist Party for what they are. So China, you're in deep trouble, but everybody, you need to prepare, because now this tyranny, the CCP tyranny, the blueprint of the CCP has come to not only Australia, but coming to America with these forced mandates, which are completely unconstitutional. But until next time, subscribe, like, comment, follow me, share the videos, ladies and gentlemen, and Mitchell Lionheart will bring you even more exclusive content, better live streams, and obviously the power of truth here on Fact News. Till then, see you soon.